Nothing much. You're just happy. Yeah. We're still number one on Netflix.
I think
Yeah,
that
that's so
it
so
has
tell
to
me, like,
be.
how you guys are taking all it, like taking it all, like, the response, the feedback that you guys are getting.
I think that has to be the most honest answer कि आरती ने अभी जो बोला कि that is exactly how we are right now. We are just कि हमने जो भी करना था, इतने सालों की मेहनत, इतने टाइम का जो भी पुश किया, रिलीज कराया, that now is the time where we are sitting back and enjoying the love that is coming our way.
Right. Sci-fi is definitely not something that is like a regular jazz for Indian cinegoer audience, like who are like hardcore Hindi film देखने वाले लोग, ठीक है? तो उस हिसाब से, like, was it a very different kind of a, like, this is not meant for Indian audience kind of a jazz that you are getting into, and that's why it was challenging? Because I can see, actually, like, there are so many friends of yours kind of contributed in the I mean, there are so many industry people who contributed into that, like, whether it's Vikramaditya Motwane, whether it's Anurag Kashyap, whether it's like, there's this lyricist, writer, and all these people, like, Hansan Mehta, and yeah, I mean, almost I see half of the industry is there. So
yeah, there's a whistling woods kids, they say कि like सब पूरा whistling woods, because a lot of professors also from whistling woods पूरा whistling woods ही ले लिया करके, like, they would joke that, but like, yeah, actually when I was writing the film, I think my sensibility, I actually see myself as an audience, like, I think that's a learning I've learned from a lot of directors, right from like the top biggest directors outside India, but even in directors in India, Rajkumar Hirani, whose work I always follow because their work actually do so well. And he always says that think of yourself as an audience, and then write it, because that will be an honest film. And then, like, then of course, like, because, and for me this was at least the case, and I also have come to realize that my exposure is little different of sci-fi. My exposure of philosophy is little different. So that's why so many times a lot of people have said, oh, you've just done a touch and go for a lot of concepts, like, but now I feel that, yeah, I mean, I need to be also, see myself also with that lens, like, that maybe, I have read so much of this book, and that's why I'm saying it, and I'm feeling this is enough, because there's a very good feedback someone gave me, and she said, your film is like reading a good book, like, that you have given me a lot, but you have left enough for my imagination to piece together things. So yeah, so but when I was writing it, I was writing it with as much honesty as possible, which I want to continue to do that. Like, I don't want to be anytime dishonest, because I've seen, the best of filmmakers, becoming too conscious of the audience and becoming dishonest. But at the same time, I know that, like, I have to also improve. Like, this is my first film, first time this has happened that I've received so much feedback. So I want to respect that feedback also. I want to assimilate and, grow. So that is also there. And even otherwise, I want to keep growing in terms of stories I make and all that. Yeah. So, but the idea is always that you should, I mean, I make it honestly for myself, like, as an audience, but as an audience who's detached from myself, because I try to see that is the emotion flow is falling, at least, but maybe sometimes it's working more for me than others. That is always there, that I also have to figure out. But like, yeah, I always see myself as an audience, and as a detached audience when I'm watching a film, like how instinctively the film is affecting me, that I see like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, right. Now, Shweta and Aarti, I have to ask, there are two very important things that I want to touch upon in this interview. One of them is, like, as we were, like the other day when we were chatting, like, she was saying that, she has a baby, Aarti has a baby, and, like, handling that, like, on one side there's this motherhood and all that, and on the other hand, like, this is a film where I mean, if it gives us the glimpse of a different world altogether, I so can imagine how she was imaginative, right, doing all that. You, on the other hand, Shweta, like, I have seen no change in you, like, even after your marriage, so-called, that people, like, still believe that, after marriage things just change for girls especially, you still look 16. You, I think for coming 5 years also, you can be part of teenage love story. So good genes, no? So tell me, do you think with more and more girls are continuing their career the way their ambition, the way they are continuously doing it, do you think somewhere you guys are off camera also changing the narrative of women, especially those stereotype of like, after marriage you cannot do this, or after baby you cannot do that? Because I so can see you two girls are like the example of that. So tell me.
Wow.
So first thing I want to say is one of the also reasons why Shweta looks so fresh, and because it's also the beauty radiates inside out. I think her heart is genuinely very pure, and she's a very giving person, and also it's also mature heart. Like, so if she sees negativity, she can take it and she handles it very nicely. So she's just pure light. Like, I think that's the reason her face glows. Like, it's that beauty, and
Shweta
it is
gives
like
the best hug that I know.
So I think that's the secret of Shweta. It's like, I think even the skin doctor said that you should be healthy inside. So I think she's like, not just like in terms of that, but her mind is so pure that, she continues to look so pure and beautiful, like, so I think that's one of the things. And as what you said about changing the narratives, I think, yeah, like first starting from Shweta's character herself, like, space travel has been such an immense domain, like science, technology, what I call a STEM. That has been such a male's domain. And our film, we have a female astronaut. She's talking, and we were very careful that she's not just an eager viewer when she joins. She is questioning her superior. She is putting her foot down. And she, at the same time, she's compassionate enough to feel what she wants to feel. So, we are creating role models for women. So we are not creating that women has to just do, boxing to, be equal in this world. They can say, yeah, exactly. So she is a compassionate self. She's a healer, the strengths of a woman. And still she's a woman of substance. So I think that in itself, I think it's a very lovely role model Shweta is as this thing, I feel that. Yeah, and I think for me also, like if the more women directors, like Shweta says in so many interviews, you can count women directors and fingers. People say, yeah, we are equal. But then why there are like thousands, like hundreds of, not hundreds, but like still quite a few male directors and few female. So every female director at today's age will, contribute to the change in landscape. So each of us is very important, like, whether it's me or anyone else. And I also try to really encourage a lot of women.
I understand. Yes, I understand that. But, many times it also happens that, women especially, even though they used to be ambitious otherwise, what happened that once motherhood happened, it's like, I want to, like, enough is enough or stuff like that. But in your case, that's not the thing. That is what I'm admiring. Like, the fact that, that is one part of it, but this is also what I love. So how emotionally, and what I was trying to figure out is that how emotionally, because if you are married and if you have a happy marriage life, you love that, but you also love your professional life. If you love your motherhood, like, so how you manage that or compartmentalize everything emotionally?
Yeah. I think, what this has happened to me is I've learned to become very good multitasker in a way after a child, like, so I mean, honestly, I mean, not to say that like I really love my daughter passionately, and when I'm with her, I completely forget my work. Well, it's that much of a vacuum type thing. But when I'm at work, like there are hours I forget about her. Like I'm so involved. So of course you need to, one of the things is to build a support system for yourself that you can afford to do that. But still there was time, like, I think during the shoot also, once my daughter was having fever. So there are times that like I've told them that don't shield me from bad news. Like, oh, she's working, so we should not disturb her. So there were times I was coordinate that also, okay, talking to doctor, what is happening. But that you have to take it into stride. I think, having a child has made me so focused with my work. I cannot tell you. Like otherwise I used to waste my time a lot. And now I only just spend time with my daughter, and it helps me like in my work, like things like the kind of, and especially the things that she's introduced me with, like right from unicorns to so many things, like, you know, she's widening my exposure in a very big way.
Said that your mother-in-law is probably the biggest fan in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me more.
Through my characters, somewhere I try to say what I believe in as well. So, for example, in Gonkesh, I really did not think I looked any lesser. I looked any less cute or whatever it is when I didn't have hair. And obviously, it's easier for me to do it because I know I'm doing it for a role. And when somebody is going through that condition, it's a very sensitive place to be in. And आपको हमेशा ही लगेगा कि मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. कि हर किसी को, चाहे आप कोई भी आपको when you have a low time or a frustrating period of let's say maybe something, but you are not alone in this is what I would like to tell everybody. And what you were asking Aarti and I think it's very important for girls to know, even boys, that your gender does not define your dreams. Neither does your age, nor does your religion. No, these are things you're born into. And for example, agar alopecia bhi hai, this is a condition which is there. You can fight it, but you can also accept it. Obviously, it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy at all. वो बहुत मुश्किल होगा क्योंकि society में, industry में, आपके neighborhood में, there will be a lot of people who will try to bring you down or who will remind you.
And they do.
Yeah, they will keep reminding you of things which are not enough. But there are very few people who will remind you of things which are fabulous about you. So I think you should focus more on the positives. Negatives sab mein hai, struggle sabke hogi. As a mother, hats off to Aarti because it's not easy. And you have to celebrate the mothers in the industry, the wives in the industry, the daughters, sisters, everybody in the industry, because there is this pressure of sorts जो कि men पे भी होता है. For example, to be the bread earner of the family, that's also a pressure. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ज़्यादा कम, but ये जो society का pressure होता है, it's as आपको लेना है तो लो, लेकिन it's totally upon you. मतलब मुझसे भी बहुत लोगों ने बोला था कि now that you're getting married, आपका career effect होगा, but I knew कि career effect क्यों? Nobody is expecting me to change anything because they know how much I love my job. And if you are sure about that, and if you're vocal about that, and if you radiate that, people who love you and care for you, they will also understand that.
Correct. My last question, that because in last 3 months there are a lot of narratives which is like horrendous in a way, especially what happens that people like us who are not from Mumbai, I mean, at least I'm talking about myself, like I'm not from Mumbai, yeah. So क्या होता है कि जब बाहर से आने वाले लोग जब यहाँ पे आके अपना जगह बनाते हैं, उसके बाद जब इस किस्म की वाहियात, बहुत सारी negative stories, some of them are reality, some of them are not. I'm not getting into that, but such narratives definitely affects our parents and our friends and families. Okay, it does happen. So what do you guys want to say about it, and does that affected you, like when you get to hear that 99% of the film industry people are drug addicts, or like casting couch is the normal thing, or nepotism is a common practice, or depression is the common thing happens in the Tinseltown also, because the dark side of the Bollywood industry is so darker, just opposite of the glitz and glamour that you get to see. How you guys are kind of gonna react to that, and if that affected you guys at all?
Yeah, so I'm also an outsider actually, so I completely understand that question, because my extended family asked that question to my parents. But thankfully, my parents are so much around me. They say ki pata nahi which Bollywood, because the thing what we do is like very normal, yeah. Like, and I have friends from within the Bollywood, and I have a lot of respect. And I've had mother friends. Like I know, like for example, I know Kiran Rao, who has a son, and she's so dedicated and she's so in love with us. And I meet her in birthday parties, actually, helping her son do this. And she's as normal as a person can be. So I don't know. Actually, maybe it makes a lovely story that because there's this glitz, but that's the price you pay. Like, you know, it's a lovely story, but like, you know, I think the world is more or less gray in general. It's never like, even the glitz is not like very temporary, and even this is whatever. Like, of course, we also have challenges in our profession that every profession has. It's like, you know, and I can say that because I've been across two professions. I've been through engineering and going through the whole you know, getting the admission, the whole the campus placement. That is another tension altogether. So that also has its own, like, you know, challenges. So every industry has it. I don't know why they try to say that it's so I haven't seen, I to genuinely haven't seen. But I also like a person who sleeps at 10 o'clock. So my friends say also that, do you turn into a werewolf because we never seen you at 12 o'clock, you know, maybe you turn into something in the night, like, you know. But like, we have, everybody's normal. Yeah, we see this as a very job and a very huge responsibility and a privilege that we can create work that can potentially reach so many people. And it's also a luxury. Making a filmmaking is a luxury. Like, you know, we are like not fighting for survival, but we are actually creating what we want to create. So yeah, I mean, I think it's the raw. I don't know. I'm sure there might be something, but I don't know. It has eluded me. I haven't seen. Everybody I know is super middle class and super, like, you know, working hard and worried about their film, making sure. I know I once walked into Vikram's room when he was shooting for Trap, and he's like, you know, this, and he's doing short breakdown. He's just writing it with so much hard work. Ki, yaar, ye kaise karenge, ek hi location. So I saw that. So it's not that like they are just parting their way through this. Like, people are actually working very hard, you know, till their film is made.
I think exactly what Aarti said कि it makes for a great story. आपको लग रहा है कि पता नहीं बॉलीवुड एक ऐसी खुफिया केव है जहाँ पे अंदर पता नहीं क्या क्या होता है. So I just want to tell all the parents, कोई हमारा मुंह खोल के हमारे मुंह में ड्रग्स नहीं डाल रहा है. अगर आपके बच्चे को करना है तो वो किसी छोटे से शहर में बैठ के भी कर सकता है और वो बॉम्बे जैसी जगह में भी आके कर सकता है. एवरीबडी, लेट्स होप कि हमारी जो आपने अपने बच्चों को ब्रिंगिंग दी है, आपने जो उनको वैल्यूज दिया है, आई थिंक द ओनली थिंग टू होप फॉर इज दैट दैट मॉरल कंपास इज पॉइंटिंग इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. वो सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है. और दूसरी जरूरी है उनकी मेंटल हेल्थ. तो अगर आपको आई डोंट थिंक ड्रग्स से प्रॉब्लम होनी चाहिए कि आपका बच्चा ड्रग्स कर रहा है कि नहीं. आपको ये होना चाहिए कि आपका बच्चा ठीक है कि नहीं. तो रीच आउट और बार बार ये मत पूछे कि क्या हो रहा है, कितना पैसा है, बिकॉज दैट इज एन यू नो अनएडेड प्रेशर. आपके बच्चों को भी पता है कि पैसे कमाना जरूरी है, काम जरूरी है. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, बॉम्बे ऐसा शहर है कि एक व्हाट आई लव अबाउट बॉम्बे इज कि एवरीबडी वांट्स टू मेक इट. चाहे वो मेरी बिल्डिंग का वॉचमैन क्यों ना हो, चाहे वो एक लाइटमैन क्यों ना हो सेट पे, एवरीबडी नोज व्हाई दे आर हियर. कोई बॉम्बे नहीं आता है फैफ करने, कोई बॉम्बे नहीं आता है मजे करने. यस, मजे आएंगे इफ यू मीट द काइंड ऑफ पीपल एंड यू डू द राइट काइंड ऑफ वर्क. हमें बहुत मजे आते हैं व्हेन वी आर वर्किंग, बट योर प्रायोरिटीज नीड टू बी सेट. सो प्लीज डोंट वरी. अगर there are people, if there is this, let's say, a dark side, there is also this super positive side which Aarti and I have been very lucky to be in touch with. We have worked with people who don't only support us, but they also motivate and inspire us. So it's literally what you expose yourself to. तो अगर आपके बुरे experiences हुए भी हैं, तो वो it's life. Again, I'm saying it's not easy. When you're following your dreams, it's never easy. And there will be roadblocks and there will be certain hiccups, but it's your choice. अगर वो सिगरेट भी अगर आपके हाथ में है तो आप वो स्मोक कर रहे हो, फेंक देते हो, वो आपके ऊपर है. कोई जज नहीं करेगा. अगर आपको पीनी है तो आपको पियो, नहीं पीनी है मत पियो. There is no judging, but be true to who you are and be true to yourself and be as open and supportive. बाकी everything will fall into place. My parents, they are, I know कि अगर मुझे कुछ भी problem है so I can get in touch with them. Also, I know that Aarti and I have been blessed with supportive families. कई जगह आपको वो support नहीं मिलता है. But it's very important to have a circle around you, चाहे वो friends का हो या work लोगों का हो, जिनके साथ आप चीजें discuss कर सकते हो. If you are going through a phase which is not easy, discuss that. Alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, these things might be a temporary solution, but it's never a permanent solution. So I think there is a bigger thing which needs to be addressed. Drugs, ये सब बहुत ऊपर, you know, एक layer है. वो main problem नीचे है कि पूछो कि उस drug लेने की जरूरत क्यों पड़ रही है, दारू पीने की जरूरत क्यों पड़ रही है. So and anything, anyway, I don't want to say wrong things क्योंकि वो फिर अलग मोड़ के बोल दी जाएंगी. But
I understood what you mean, and you were so right that, you know, this is how it should be. This is how it should be. Like, you
I'm saying
cannot
that
just.
alcohol is not the problem. Alcohol is not the problem. Having alcohol every day, the frequency and the quantity of alcohol is a problem. So that is
and the reason behind it is what needs to be addressed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, it's really lovely talking to you girls, and hashtag love.
No, thank you so much. Really sweet, very innocent, very honest interview. I really loved it. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.